I hate the way YouTube separates everything. And this time I didn't use my OBS software. I'm doing it through YouTube so that I can screen share and show you guys like a few clips from tonight's episode that I wanted to talk about. And I can't see the comments. Hold on. Guess I gotta go to the video link itself. There it is. Okay, who's in the chat? Who's in the chat? Okay, there you are. Sexy Sky Doll, Miss Diva, Woo Woo, Lou Bell. Okay, I see y'all now. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm late too. I had to get the screen together. I'm gonna pop it out. I thought that it was a little bit better this week than previous weeks, but I guess I just be getting my life on like some of the stories that be coming out, like the Cynthia and Will story, and how like you can see now the interaction between she and Peter, the fact that everyone is telling Cynthia, you know, Will is an opportunist. Will is an opportunist. I was talking about it like, what was it, August? And again, I think Will is a nice guy. But as far as being on the show, I believe she knows it. You know what I mean? Like, I think it was an agreement. And, you know, she's playing it off and she's playing the victim role or whatever. But at the end of the day, like, the Bailey boys introduced them, and it's gone from there. I need to go out and come back in. Can y'all hear me? Are y'all there? Wait a minute. Okay, you there. The Andrew Carwell video had you cracking up. I mean, it had me cracking up too, because everyone was like tagging me in it and was like, why is he going in on you? I thought y'all were cool. I'm like, I thought we were too. I don't know what the deal is. Okay, so I had took like my little notes earlier. First, let's watch this clip. Hold on, let me see if I can put the clip. I can't put the clip in there. I'm not even on the right stream. That is ridiculous. Now I see what I did wrong. Yeah, I'm not gonna go out and come back in because I'm not even gonna bother. But I think Porsha threw Phaedra under the bus again. The Mama Joyce situation. Yeah, Mama Joyce is really understanding because I feel like Mama Joyce's MO is to tarnish Phaedra. Mama Joyce can't stand Phaedra. She has, you know, she's proved that like by even bringing up the fact that Phaedra introduced Todd to Candy. Like, why are you bringing that up? They're happily married. Everything's cool. Like, you just dissed your daughter's marriage on national TV saying that she made lemons out of lemonade with Todd when, you know, so far he's proven to be a good dude. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. The fact that Mama Joyce said that Candy didn't know that she was filming with her. Of course Candy knows. You know, Candy knows everything. She's the boss, remember? You know, don't cross the boss or you might get fired. So Mama Joyce is pretty much just doing Candy's dirty work because I feel like they wanted Candy to film with Porsha and Candy is not ready to film with Porsha. So what does she do? She sends Mama Joyce. So that Mama Joyce conversation was really interesting because basically the only thing it did was just confirm that, you know, Porsha threw, pardon me. Yes.
Hey, Michelle, I have Joshua downstairs.
Okay, will you send him up, please?
No problem.
Thank you. Hold on, you guys. Oh, it's raining hard. That's y'all friend Joshua. I messed up my train of thought. Oh, Mama Joyce. Mama Joyce is just doing Candy's dirty work because at the end of the day, like, you already know how Mama Joyce feels about Phaedra. She said it, and she said it tonight, and she's always said it. Like, even last season or season before when she, was going to the divorce lawyer to find out if Phaedra was really divorced. Like, it was just, what it was. You think it was a filler episode, Crystal? Yeah, it could have been. I just got my life simply because of the Kim situation. I like seeing Kim called out. You know what I'm saying? I've been calling out Kim since the beginning of time. If my dog don't stop barking, he's waiting on Joshua to come in his door. I'm on live and y'all is making all this noise. You nice. You don't have to shush. I mean, we're here. But yeah, I don't know if it was a filler episode. I feel like, it was a lot of information that was actually divulged in it. Come here, Biggie. Come here. Huh? I was telling him to shush. Why are you telling him to shush? Oh. Yeah, at the mall. Do I think Candy knows what her mom is going to do when she films? I think she has an idea. I mean, no one can know exactly because it's all improv, but yeah, I think she has an idea. I'm sure they talk about it. Like, nothing that has anything to do with Candy, I feel like she knew. She's never kept in the dark about anything. Just like if Greg was to film with someone, NeNe would know exactly what the conversation was going to be about before they had it. So, anyway, I was living for this episode simply because Kim was called out. I like the fact that Marlo called Kim out when they were at Porsha's no beef dinner, and Marlo was like, can you go on this trip with these African-American girls this one time, even though she was hella drunk? Maybe it was the alcohol talking, who knows? But it just proved, Kim's total mentality. I was watching season 1 the other day, and I noticed something about Kim. And I just, I was just thinking about it. Like, she's been doing this same thing, like, for years. This is why the ladies are really pissed off at her, because every single time, when it comes to filming with them or going on trips with them or any of that, she always has to bring people along with her as if she can't film with these Black girls by herself. And if you look back at season 1, I was like, why is Kim's mom in every scene not saying nothing? Why is Kim's friend and Kim's mom going to dinner with her and NeNe and not saying nothing? Why is Kim, it was really weird to see Kim's mom with her in every scene in the background. So it's almost the same thing now. Like, every scene she goes in, she has Croy. Croy's sitting outside. Croy's there. I mean, yeah, it's her husband and he should be there and all that, but what? You don't want to talk about it?
I ain't seen it.
Oh, you haven't watched it yet? Oh, shoot.
Yeah, we're going to have to come back again.
I guess we're going to have to come back after Josh, and then we both can talk about it. But let me get my little thoughts out the way in my little post chat real quick, because I wrote this down, told this to my friend earlier. Because she knows her mouth is going to get her ass whooped. That may be a point, sexy sky dog. Kim has, she can't control it. She can't control how she thinks, and she can't control what comes out of her mouth. Clearly, she says some little racist stuff that she feels isn't racist. She feels it isn't racist, so let's just get that out the way. But she says some things that can be, considered racist. Like, even, like I said, when I watched the first episode, she was talking to NeNe and was like, well, can you sing gospel in the background, or can you rap behind me or something? She said, and NeNe was like, I don't rap. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, girl, like, it was just interesting. I feel like if NeNe was a white friend and she was saying the same thing, she wouldn't ask her to rap, behind her or whatever. It was like, why do they have Kim now? You know what I mean? Like, what is her purpose besides to create some racial tension? And I believe that's what they're doing because they know. Bravo knows. Do I believe there was a real doctor on the phone with Kenya? And why the doctor couldn't tell if Kenya was pregnant with a urine test? That's a good question. I mean, I don't know how a pregnancy test can be inconclusive. It's like either you are or you aren't. You can't be a little bit pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so I can't really speak on that. We do know that Kenya's not pregnant at this time. At least I don't think she is. Like 2 weeks ago, she was in Egypt and she didn't look pregnant in any of the pictures. She was on top of the pyramids and inside the pyramids and hopping and doing all kind of stuff. So I don't think she's pregnant, but look. She was at the hair show. Everybody said she's not pregnant. Okay. Cynthia and Peter meeting. Okay. That little situation, you could tell there's a lot of sexual tension between the two of them. They probably like hate living apart or whatever, but they doing it for the show. They still married. Y'all think this, look, as I said in a post a while back, and I hate to be like the conspiracy theorist and always like point out things, but this is my job. This is what I do. But when NeNe and Greg were going through the same thing, and I was like, child, Greg live in the basement. They live in the same house. And then they filed the divorce papers just to prove that they were getting divorced. And then they end up getting back married. So I feel like Peter and Cynthia are pretty much following the same little system of we not together, but we together. Kenya, that relationship is getting on everybody's nerves. Her walking around saying, my husband, I got to talk to my husband. I got to spend some time with my husband. That's an issue. I'll put the link after this video downloads or whatever after I end the live where somebody keeps going to my front door. Where about the NeNe and the Cynthia and Peter versus NeNe and Greg situation. Everybody wants Cynthia and Peter to get back together. And I feel like they will. I feel like the fans or people wanting them to be back together is probably what will keep her on the show if, she's on the chopping block. As far as Kim's relationship, Kenya's relationship, she says it's real. Nobody's seen the marriage license, none of that. I mean, it's still what it is. But also, when they were going to Barcelona, Kim was voted off by all of the ladies, except Sheree, of course, because Sheree's kissing her ass, but that's a whole nother story. But Kim was voted off. And, even Candy voted against her coming on a trip because it's like, if she has to come on a trip with Croy, she shouldn't come. Like, I want to bring Ace. I want to bring Todd. NeNe wanted to bring her husband and maybe her kid. Like, so why should Kim get special privileges and be allowed to bring Croy everywhere she goes? Like, all of these health issues and all of these things that she keeps making up is getting old and tired too. So the ladies are all tired of it. Let me see. Which one? I like the fact that NeNe was telling Cynthia to watch out for Will, and she did it in a gentle way. She didn't diss Will. She didn't diss Cynthia. She was just pretty much like, you need to take into consideration what other people are saying. Like, basically, he's a nice guy. He treats you nice. That's great. But at the end of the day, you need to take into consideration that, you are newly single, if you're newly single. But you were in a long-term relationship. You just got divorced, and now you out in the dating pool, and now you stuck on this one dude. And my thing with Cynthia is it's so inconsistent. Like, 1 minute she's saying, I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to just date one person. And the next minute she's like, this is the only man in the world. Oh, he's so fine. Oh, I like him, and this and the third. I get it. You like him, but he's not the only guy in the world. So I feel like the whole situation of, as far as her being like, she likes Will so much and all that, that's the acting part of this situation. As far as them like ambushing Will last week and calling him out about the girlfriend, that's the real part of the situation. So, that then Porsha came out and said that she's seen him out with other women. So, it is what it is. We know Will dating other women. We know that is what it is. But Here's the real tea. Will text me. Should I save that? I should save that, huh? I'll save it for when we come back. I did hear from Will because I actually, like I told y'all before, I know Will. I reached out to him. I was like, I wanted to hear his side of the story about the ambush because I know it was an ambush. I heard from several people he was ambushed. So I was like, okay, let me ask Will. You know, I know he's kind of mad at me for calling him out and this, that, and the third. But then again, you know, we still kind of cool because we text each other happy birthday, all that kind of stuff. So I texted him and I was like, you know, I want to talk to you about, what did I say? Hold on. Now I read it. I'm cool. I was like, you know, I want to talk to you about where is it? Oh yeah, he was saying he thinks all of my articles about him are negative. And I was like, I don't think so. But oh, I said, are you in town this week? I want to do a short interview. And that's when he was like, he was in and out of town, but I have this I want to tell you. And he was telling me, you know, as far as the DM and things that Eva had, if you recall, she was pulling something out of her purse. It's raining, so that may have something to do with it. It just started raining really hard. But remember when he was ambushed, Eva was pulling something out of her purse and they cut it. We never got to see what she pulled out. And apparently it was the DM. And when I posted a week or so later, when Eva was putting the timeline together, like Will contacted her a week before Cynthia announced that they were officially dating, which was a week before the Essence party, which was when Eva came and said that she had met the girlfriend. Well, apparently the timeline didn't match up some kind of way. And Will was saying that producers knew the timeline didn't match up, but they ran with it anyway to make it, you know, drama. And, you know, I like to see it, but I haven't gotten that proof, so I don't know. Marlo, I'm really surprised that I like Marlo. You know, she just recently celebrated her 50th birthday. Happy birthday, Marlo. She looked great to be 50. I'm gonna stop playing. I think Marlo's like 48. I don't think she's 42. I mean, she tried to say she was 42. I don't know what the DM says, Crystal. I'm waiting on that little tidbit to get into my inbox, and I ain't got it yet. But I did get the little intel that it says something different. But we're gonna talk about that in a minute. But I like that Marlo called Kim out. I like that NeNe was telling Cynthia, to look out for Will. Peter had his own confessional, right? And I'm looking like, okay, you're not even supposed to be on this show, but you got a confessional, and you want people to believe you didn't get paid, but you got a confessional. Marlo doesn't even have a confessional. You know what I'm saying? And Marlo's on there more than Peter. So Peter got an appearance fee. Peter don't do shit for free. I know this. But he gonna tell y'all he just, what is he doing it for? Just to help his ex-wife out? Like at the end of the day, Peter is about his business and he's there. And I'm just like, okay, if Peter got a confessional, why they didn't give Will a confessional? Peter not a husband no more, they say. Will's the boyfriend, Peter like a friend. So why didn't Will get a chance to say his piece last week? That was interesting to me. I know that man got paid, right? Somebody said, bullshit, Marlo is not 42. I mean, that's what she said. I was just throwing shade when I said 50. And, I just be joking on the site. I did post the pictures on Straight from the A. So if you want to see her birthday pictures, she also had a few wardrobe malfunctions that someone pointed out. We talked about that on the live the other day, and I ended up doing a post about it just to be petty. Because I know I rub Marlo's nerves. So Peter gives Cynthia life. He does. And vice versa. That's why I don't believe for a hot second that they are not together. Peter was in Charlotte before they start experiencing any difficulties. And he was in Charlotte because he has a bar in Charlotte. That's where his business is. He was going back and forth. So of course he got an apartment or whatever in Charlotte to, when he stays there to run his business. I think it was just convenient for him to stay in Charlotte and say we're separated when in fact they are not. That is just my personal opinion. He would say otherwise. You heard, if you go to my last live a couple of days ago, you heard him curse me out and say, he's over there, she's over there. He hadn't even been to her house, all of that. Hey, Bridget. But again, it is what it is. And, I don't think people get mad at me for saying, what I see is the truth, because again, this is my job. That's their job. We talk about it and, it moves on. Kenya saying my husband every other second is getting old. Oh, NeNe and the booty implants. NeNe saying Croy got booty implants. I got my life. That was so hilarious. So now I want to look at these pictures of Croy, look at Croy's butt. Like, what size implants did Croy get, honey? Because I know Kim got some. If you look at Kim, like I told you, I was looking at first season a little while ago. If you look at Kim's shape now versus Kim's shape then, Kim has a totally different body, child. She had a totally different body. Kim was wearing bell-bottom True Religions with a big country belt buckle. And I mean, she had no ass at all. It was just crazy. And now she is curvaceous, and she was not at first. So it was hilarious. I'm sure Kim probably has already clapped back on social media, but that booty implant, honey, yes. But next week is going to start the Roach Gate, I guess, once they get in Barcelona. And if you recall that, Kim was going to every not every social media, but every promo tour. She went on Larry King. She went on a couple of other places saying that she did not send a text. She was saying she only sent that text to one person. And as you can see, she sent it to 5, which I told y'all a while ago. That's going to come out next week as well, as far as the Roach Gate is concerned. And Kim saying that NeNe lives in a roach nest, and, the Brielle's video and blah, blah, blah. All of that was real drama, but it kind of like just got incorporated in the situation with Barcelona, because Kim was pissed off at being voted off of the Barcelona trip. Kenya butt implants. We know Kenya has butt implants. That's not a secret. So anyway, you guys, we may be back on live.
Yeah, because I'm ready to watch it.
Okay. Me and Jack, you ain't gonna say nothing to the people? With your A shirt on?
I don't like them people.
Come say hey to the people.
On YouTube, Mama. I don't deal with them.
Oh, you so trifling.
Hey, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Show me your A shirt. That's cute. You wore the A shirt for me?
Say what?
You wore it straight from the A shirt? Stand
Absolutely.
up. Let's see it.
How are you?
Why are you talking out straight?
Say what?
Because the people gonna be mad at you saying you don't like gay people.
Jacked up with it.
Yes, I'm about to make Josh watch it, and then we're gonna come back.
Girl, look at my hand. Fuck it up more.
You need to sit your ass down somewhere.
In the club last night.
So anyway, you guys, I'm stuck at 35 pounds down.
Oh, that's cute. That's really
My little
nice.
good. Hey,
You got an ass on you.
Shut up, boy.
That's an ass.
Oh
my God.
Since I didn't lose our game last week, and my previous weigh-in video is before this one. My husband, I am happily divorced, Anika, since you trying to be messy. But yes, I divorced him, and that is where my ex-husband is. My future husband, I have not located him yet, but I'm sure he is out there looking for me.
He is in her GPS system. Put it in.
Right. Any other questions, honey? Any other questions? Don't act like ain't no man want me, honey.
He took a football player from his wife.
Oh, stop
What
it.
the word on the
No,
street
I
is?
did not.
Y'all was meeting at the
No,
hotel.
honey, I got a fabulous penthouse. Last thing I need to do is be
It
in the
goes to
hotel.
somebody. Oh, that was so stupid for him to say.
Thank you, Dylan. I appreciate it. But we'll be back, you guys. I just want to come back. I just want to come through with a little post chatter. And
I'll come back lit. I'm gonna be drunk.
I'm about to make Josh watch it, and I'm gonna take some more notes and finish my post. And then I'm gonna upload the video. I'm probably gonna upload the video, the full episode, about 11-ish. And it'll be on straightfromtheA.com. And you can watch it there about 11 or 12-ish. So I'll see y'all in a minute. Straight from the A.com. She's so silly. Look at you. Super A. Bye.